The world of electric motorcycling is changing at a fair clip. In fact, in some ways, it's changing faster than the world of electric cars, with companies like Niro motorcycles pushing the envelope so quickly that they're releasing new and improved models every single year. To date, most of the electric motorcycles that have really proven themselves worthy of attention have been made by startups and specialist firms like the aforementioned Niro motorcycles, Energica and Lightning. But for the past few years, Harley Davidson has been toying with the idea of bringing an all-electric motorcycle to market. The first glimpse of this was in the form of the Project LiveWire, a concept vehicle that debuted back in 2014 ahead of a public test ride tour in which riders in the US, Europe and Canada were given a chance to provide their feedback to the LiveWire's engineering team. Suffice to say, the feedback was pretty positive. And in 2016, the company said they'd bring an electric motorcycle to market within 5 years. Early last year, it confirmed that vehicle would be the LiveWire, entering into production in 2019. We got to see the production LiveWire for the first time at the start of this year, and while we couldn't get to ride it on the road, we were able to sit on it and have a short virtual reality experience as part of a display that Harley Davidson had at CES 2019. With a fully exposed frame and detailed lower housing for the motor and battery pack, the LiveWire could be mistaken for a gas bike at a distance. But when it gets closer, the electric whine and belt drivetrain noise is unmistakable. And I know because a few days ago, a quartet of LiveWires cruised by our studio here in downtown Portland while we were heading off to a meeting. I wished I could have ridden one. At the end of last week, after what felt like an age, Harley Davidson produced an official set of specs and pricing to share with us. And based on some of the initial reports you've been hearing, the production LiveWire offers a compelling ride. But will it be a revolutionary motorcycle for the brand? Will it be a revolutionary motorcycle? Will it help change people's minds about EVs? Or will it just be a rich person's plaything? Let's deal with the specifications first. Powered by a 15.5 kilowatt-hour battery pack with a usable capacity of 13.6 kilowatt-hours, the LiveWire has a claimed city range of 235 kilometers, a highway range at a constant 113 kilometers per hour of 113 kilometers, and a combined range of 152 kilometers. These three figures I've just given you are all on the Motorcycle Industry Council test cycle. Using the World Motorcycle Test Cycle, however, the LiveWire manages 158 kilometers per charge. I think then that this means that we should expect a real-world daily range of between 100 and 160 kilometers per charge, depending on weather, terrain, and how hard you ride. The LiveWire's motor, a permanent magnet, water-cooled synchronous motor, has a maximum power output of 78 kilowatts and a maximum torque of 116.6 Newton meters. Despite being 249 kilos in weight, it means that it can do the 0 to 100 kph sprint time in 3 seconds, going on to an electronically limited top speed of 177 kilometers per hour. Interestingly, I should also note at this point that these specs are far improved over the rough specifications that Harley Davidson has quoted in the past, showing that the company has continued to evolve its vehicle design over the last couple of months. As you'd expect, there are also a suite of other features on the LiveWire that you should expect on any new motorcycle, including traction control and drag torque slip control, both of which are super useful to keep you on the bike rather than off it. There's also a bright digital information display and, like the Niro SRF, the Harley Davidson has a companion smartphone app and a full suite of connected telematics that allow you to keep your eye on the bike's state of charge. And of course, ensure the bike is where you left it. I should also note too that while it is a single-seat bike in its standard configuration, with a pretty short tail like many other Harley Davidsons today, the LiveWire can be configured as a 2-up vehicle with the addition of an optional 2-up seat and extended tail. If we consider Harley Davidson as a brand and the LiveWire as part of that, it's most certainly a revolutionary bike for Harley Davidson. It's never produced anything like the LiveWire before, and certainly from an aesthetic and specification point of view, seems to have produced a desirable model that ticks plenty of boxes. Taken from a larger perspective, however, I'm less convinced. The LiveWire has 3 major Achilles heels, at least on paper, because I've yet to ride it. That, of course, may change after I've ridden one, so you should take these following 3 Achilles heels on initial reactions. The first of these flaws, weight, is the smallest problem. While Harley Davidsons aren't exactly small, lightweight bikes, the weight of the LiveWire means that at low speed you most certainly will feel your body getting a workout. For Harley riders, that weight probably won't be noticeable. It's lighter than many gasoline Harleys, but for those coming from other brands, it might be a turn-off. Sure, it's lighter than the Energica SAS9, a bike I really love riding but recently called a beefcake, but it is far, far heavier than the Niro SRF. The second problem is charging. While the LiveWire has CCS quick charging as standard, it suffers the same problem as Energica's electric motorcycles when it comes to slower charging capabilities. The Energica range comes with a 3 kilowatt onboard charger, something I recently complained about when I reviewed it earlier this year. But the LiveWire has a just 1.4 kilowatt onboard charger, which means that a full charge takes, wait for it, 12.5 hours. In places serviced by CCS quick charging networks, that's not really an issue, but everywhere else, it most certainly is, especially when the Niro SRF offers up to 12 kilowatts of onboard AC charging capabilities. The final problem? The biggest. Price. In the US, it will retail from $29,799. That is before any optional extras or customizations, which makes it more expensive than both the Energica SAS9 and the Niro SRF. In fact, for that same price, you could buy a Niro SRF and then have $9,000 to spend on accessories. As I've said, however, motorcycles, like cars, are very personal purchases. You buy them because of how they make you feel, not simply because of specifications alone. And for some customers, the LiveWire will be the ride that they have been looking for. But for many more, I fear, another motorcycle will be their first choice. It's for that reason that I can't call the LiveWire revolutionary, at least not based on what I know thus far. That's it. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you liked it or didn't like it below. Scribble a comment below. Hit the notification bell so that you get notified when we make a new episode. And if you want to help us make more of these, please do consider sending $1 or $2 our way every month through Patreon, buy us a coffee through Ko-fi, or visit our merch store and buy some of our swag. I'll be back soon with another episode, but until then, keep evolving.